basically, I was telling my best friend, who is, him and his wife are going to having a baby this year. I'm telling him that postpartum depression in women after they give birth is a real thing. And that not like I didn't care, because I always care.
Wait, but let me give some context.
Okay.
Brandon's giving his friend this morning, and I'm the whole time thinking that he didn't even notice that I was experiencing anything after any pregnancy. So this is news to me that you can even acknowledge that, yeah, babe, you definitely had postpartum.
Yes.
How many pregnancies would you say, well, after how many
I
pregnancies?
think with Nazir, you was fine after Nazir. So we had a big support system with Nazir. We had your grandma, who, if nothing else, I mean, she came over, she cooked, she cleaned for us, she just did a lot of stuff. Because she was staying with us for like at least a couple weeks, like a month, I think. She was just staying with us. And she lives around the corner, so it wasn't like, even when she left, it wasn't far to go. So when you was in school, you still had time to focus on school, have a social life with your friends. Our kids were, safe with grandma. So Nazir's pregnancy was straight. Now when we moved to Maryland, that's when the isolation kind of happened. We started hitting Azzy, Justice, and probably London. Yeah, it started. I knew something was going on. I probably at the time didn't know exactly what it was, but I knew something was going on.
What did it look like to you?
It turned out so. It looked like I would wake up in the middle of the night sometimes after not knowing what was going on hours prior, and you would just have like this blank look, like no expression, no emotion, just blank. And sometimes you would just go in the bathroom, shut the door, and just be in there, lock the door. And sometimes you just cried. And, I was just like, oh, it's me. I was like, oh, I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Because I'm always thinking I did something. So I just assumed like, oh, she must be mad at me. Or you just not being in a good mood and I'm not understanding why. And I didn't get that you were just overwhelmed and you had no outlet. And now, the sweet baby that was in your belly is now this raging terror at 1 a.m. So you still can't sleep. They ain't kicking you in your side no more, but now they're just screaming. And your partner, who's supposed to be helping you, is sound asleep, snoring, and then gets up to go to work and leaves you again with the baby.
We both had a lot going on.
Yeah. So I was telling my best friend that, because it's his first kid. Obviously, I've been around the block a few times.
Oh, man.
And I just wanted him to know, because I think guys, we take shit for granted. We take emotional shit and mental shit for granted. And, your partner is like dying silent, and you were definitely.
I felt like I was drowning.
Yeah.
I did feel like I was drowning. I remember, how many friendships I just I disappeared from.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
And you had reasons why, but I think you just didn't want to be bothered. I think it was more than just,
Yeah.
you just not wanting to talk to people no more. Like, you just needed an outlet. You just needed somebody to take you away, and you just focus on you and just do other things. Nice. Sorry, I'm watching my salad.
I didn't even move the camera. I'm doing a bad job.
But you just needed, somebody to do that. And I ain't gonna lie, my whole thing was oh, well, I'm working, so I'm doing my part. I'm holding it down. I'm doing this thing. And
well, that is important. I don't want to take away from you were holding it down in ways while I was in school. You were working, and so I felt like we were we were trying to balance each other's goals and ambition. You know, two ambitious people meet each other and we both have career goals. How can we simultaneously, while having kids, do this
Right.
and support each other in doing that? And I started to lose my side of the fight.
And I didn't notice. That's the problem. I didn't really, which I should have been more aware that, hey, I need to help you compensate in other areas, because it's not like, you know, I didn't make you quit, or not quit, but I moved this to a situation that made it hard for you. So I should have done, I should have did more to support you. And I didn't. I was more or less caught up in, like, you know, I'm working these crazy hours, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm tired all the time. So, you know, I just should have gave you more support. And I didn't. And I think that translated, it made the postpartum more. I think we could have prevented some of those feelings. And then hell, with Azzy, before you can even get out the postpartum with her, she was pregnant with Justice.
Yeah, in a matter of like months. I don't even think it was 6 weeks.
No, we did not wait the allotted time you're supposed to. Yeah. So, yeah. And now, you know, I'm a little bit wiser. And I can tell you men out there that just because you make money and working, that is not enough. Your kids need you, your spouse needs you. And money is cool, but it ain't the end all be all. And I think with men, we get caught up in that, like, oh, I'm provided, and, you know, especially nowadays,